In the unfathomable silence of deep space, where no planet spins and no sun shines, something moved. Out there, in the vast black ocean between the stars, there should be nothing but emptiness, particles drifting lazily, the faint hum of cosmic radiation, and the frozen echo of ancient starlight. But this was different. This was not the casual drift of rock or the long, elegant path of a comet. This was movement with purpose. And astonishingly, it was detected not by a cutting-edge AI-powered satellite, not by a billion-dollar observatory orbiting Earth, but by one of humanity's oldest and humblest messengers, Voyager 2. Launched in 1977, this spacecraft was designed in the age of cassette tapes and analog electronics. For nearly half a century it has sailed beyond the planets, past Pluto, and into the raw, untouched frontier of interstellar space. It was meant to be a silent observer, a traveler, a recorder of cosmic whispers. But now, it has stumbled upon something that is forcing scientists to reconsider what we know about the universe itself. Voyager 2 didn't just pick up background static or random fluctuations. It recorded an anomaly, an object or entity, moving with rhythm, intelligence, and apparent awareness. Something that has no place in the cold expanse beyond our solar system. And the implications are staggering. Could it be a rogue anomaly, some new form of cosmic matter unknown to science? Or could it be something artificial, something built? Voyager's instruments may seem primitive compared to today's observatories, but their simplicity is often their strength. They measure plasma waves, magnetic fields, particles, and radiation in ways untouched by digital interference. It was the plasma wave detector, an instrument designed to sense vibrations in the thin gas of space, that caught the first whisper. At first, the signal appeared as a low-frequency pulse, nothing unusual. But then came the irregular flickers, the directional shifts, and finally, a repeated pattern that defied random chance. Here's the detail that shocked researchers most. This detection came from outside the heliosphere, beyond the bubble created by our sun's solar wind. Inside the heliosphere, turbulent radiation, solar storms, and gravitational noise can explain anomalies. But Voyager 2 is far past that, into the silence beyond the heliopause, interstellar space itself. Out there, conditions should be flat, predictable, almost eerily calm. Detecting a structured signal there is like hearing a whisper in the middle of a desert at midnight. Scientists raced to eliminate the usual culprits. There were no asteroid fields in range. No comets. No dust clouds. No gravitational lensing to distort the readings. This wasn't random. The data suggested motion, something shifting, turning, and even correcting its path. To put it bluntly, it looked alive, or at the very least, self-guided. Then came the most disturbing twist. When Voyager adjusted its orientation, the signal appeared to respond. The data shifted at the same moments Voyager did, as though the object noticed the spacecraft's movements. It gave the impression of feedback, the sort of behavior you'd expect from a probe or drone actively scanning its surroundings. Not from a drifting rock in empty space. The challenge is propulsion. Nothing in human engineering, or in known natural processes, matches what Voyager saw. In deep space, chemical rockets are useless. Solar sails don't work that far from a star. Nuclear propulsion would leave behind a detectable radiation trail. Yet this object altered its trajectory with no visible energy signature. No exhaust, no light, no emissions. It moved like a phantom, guided by forces we don't yet understand. Even more curious were the wave patterns. Natural signals, like those from pulsars or magnetized plasma, follow predictable mechanical rules. But this signal was structured. Bursts of energy came at timed intervals, separated by silence, then shifted slightly in a repeating pattern. It was not perfectly uniform, but it wasn't random either. The closest analogy researchers reached was that of Morse code, a message, or at least the appearance of one. Whispers of artificiality spread quickly. Could Voyager 2 have encountered an ancient machine drifting between the stars? A forgotten relic of some long-vanished civilization? Or is it something still active, still watching? Some speculated it could even be a cloaked reconnaissance device, the interstellar equivalent of a submarine silently observing its surroundings. But the scientific community is cautious. There is always the possibility of exotic natural phenomena. One theory suggests a plasma formation that, under the right conditions, develops a feedback loop and mimics intelligence. A kind of semi-conscious cloud, reacting to electromagnetic fields. Fascinating, but even that stretches the boundaries of modern physics. Then there's the location. Voyager 2 is in the local interstellar cloud, one of the quietest and emptiest regions we know. Out here, even a handful of atoms in a cubic centimeter is considered dense. The fact that something is moving purposefully in such an environment suggests it is generating its own energy, or perhaps harnessing unknown currents in the cosmic medium. The path of the anomaly deepened the mystery. It wasn't straight. It curved, dipped, and paused, like a pilot correcting course. Turbulence wouldn't explain that. Some researchers floated a chilling hypothesis. Perhaps Voyager entered a kind of sensor field. Imagine a cosmic tripwire stretching invisibly through space. Cross it, and something activates. If that's true, Voyager didn't just stumble across an object, it triggered it. Even stranger patterns emerged after weeks of analysis. The signals contained repeating clusters of prime numbers, 3, 5, 7. Natural processes rarely produce such mathematical structure. Advanced waveform analysis revealed harmonics resembling structured transmission signals. In short, it looked like code. And in physics, where order should be chaos, code means intelligence. This wasn't entirely without precedent. Comparing Voyager 2's readings to archived telemetry from other missions revealed subtle links. New Horizons had unexplained sensor glitches in the outer regions. Pioneer 10 experienced a mysterious trajectory drift decades earlier, a phenomenon that puzzled scientists for years. Each event had been dismissed as noise or error. But put together, they hint at a larger pattern. What if something has been watching, following, our probes at the edges of the solar system, just beyond our reach? Then came the most dramatic event. On the 49th day of monitoring, the anomaly stopped. Not slowed, stopped. In the vacuum of space, that is nearly impossible without control. Over the next 17 hours, it traced a spiral, a movement almost identical to calibration maneuvers used by Earth's satellites. To engineers, that screamed intent. Then came the pulse. A sharp spike of low-frequency radiation so precise it triggered an old safety protocol in Voyager's systems. The probe reoriented its dish, and the signal ended instantly. To some, this looked like communication, a call and an answer. Theorists are now divided into two camps. One insists this is an exotic natural phenomenon, a plasma event or an undiscovered form of interstellar turbulence. The other proposes something far more extraordinary, that Voyager has encountered a construct. Not a ship, not a creature, but a sentinel, a gatekeeper. A machine built to observe, to watch, and perhaps to judge. Some compare it to the theoretical, von Neumann probe, a self-replicating machine designed to spread across galaxies, quietly observing civilizations as they rise and fall. If that's what Voyager has found, it means we are not alone, and perhaps we have never been. So what exactly did Voyager 2 witness? An anomaly moving with intent. A phantom probe. A gatekeeper? Or something stranger still, an unknown intelligence woven into the very structure of space? For decades, Voyager has been our silent ambassador, drifting like a message in a bottle across the cosmic ocean. But maybe that message has been received. Maybe the silence is broken. A flicker in the dark, a pulse, a shift. Something has noticed us. And if that's true, the most haunting question is no longer what did we find? It's what comes next. Here at Waves Discovery, we'll continue to follow this story as it develops, because the void may not be as silent as we once thought. And if Voyager has awakened something in that darkness, then humanity may soon face an answer to the oldest question we've ever asked: are we alone?